Listen to me, child of this restless age. You know that restless hunger that drives you to chase validation, approval, results, distractions, anything but the work itself. That slow drain throughout the day, that fog creeping over your mind as you scatter your energy to 1,000 meaningless places. But what if I told you there is something that could end this endless seeking? A principle so simple yet so rare that most will never discover it. Something that transformed my own scattered existence into deep peace and stability. Most will never discover this truth. Most will spend their entire lives chasing results, validation, pleasures, distractions, never comfortable in their own being. But you're here, so perhaps you're ready. You feel it, don't you? That slow drain throughout the day, that fog creeping over your mind as you scatter your energy to 1,000 meaningless places. You wake with clarity. By evening, you're empty, drained, far from the source of who you really are. You operate from lack and anxiety, not from the settled ground of your true nature. Each time you feed the void, it whispers the same lie. You are not enough. Nothing you do matters. This story seeps into everything you create, everything you touch. There is static between you and your natural creativity. Your mind never grows quiet enough to hear the voice that knows what to do. You are so focused on escaping this moment that you cannot do the work to change it. This is anywhere but here energy, and it keeps you exactly where you are. Do you see what chasing really is? It is the mind running from itself. Every chase begins with the same wound. I am not complete as I am. Chasing is anxiety in motion. It is the belief that somewhere else, in some other moment, with some other achievement, you will finally be enough. But the chase never ends, because it is not seeking what it claims to seek. You chase results to avoid the fear that you have no value. You chase validation to escape the terror that you might be unworthy. You chase pleasures to run from the discomfort of simply being with yourself. The chase is not about getting something. The chase is about not feeling something. But what you run from is the very ground of your power. What you avoid is the stillness where your true nature lives. Every time you seek validation is you declaring, I am not enough. Every moment spent chasing approval is you bleeding the very energy you need to create. Every desperate glance at results is you giving away your power to forces that do not care about your soul. You were born to create kingdoms, not to beg for scraps of validation. Your creative fire, that sacred flame within you, it starves while you feed your anxiety. It withers while you chase cheap pleasures, nothing more than distractions from the present. This is what separates the scattered from the powerful. Not desperate grasping, not frantic seeking, but the deep knowing that has sunk into your bones like roots into earth. When purpose settles, you stop asking permission. You stop checking if you're worthy. You stop measuring your worth by the opinions of strangers. A mountain does not ask the valley if it should exist. A river does not check how many fish swim in its waters. They simply are. They do what they were made to do. You create because creating is what creators do. You speak because truth demands to be spoken. You build because builders build. When you act from abundance rather than desperation, everything changes. People sense this energy. Work born from "I have something valuable to offer" carries a different frequency than work born from "please validate me." This is sustainable. You can maintain this for decades because it doesn't exhaust you. You're not constantly fighting internal resistance or convincing yourself to do the work. The work flows naturally from who you've become. With settled purpose, you don't need external validation to keep going. The purpose itself is the validation. This is why those with settled purpose carry that calm, inevitable energy. They're not fighting themselves. Every moment you spend feeding the void is a moment stolen from your becoming. Every chase for easy pleasure is energy that could have birthed something beautiful. Every desperate reach outside yourself is power flowing away from your purpose. You know this. You feel it. That emptiness after feeding the void, that fog after chasing distractions, that distance from your own creative source. Stop bleeding your life force into the void. Stop scattering what should be concentrated. Stop seeking outside what can only be found within. Settle into your purpose. Let it sink so deep that questioning becomes impossible. Let your actions flow from this unshakable place. This is how empires are built. This is how legends are born. This is how a scattered mind becomes a blade that cuts through the noise of this distracted age. The distractions will always hunger for your attention. The external world will always demand your anxiety. The void will always beg for your energy. But you were made for something greater. Settle, act, create. Not because you need validation, but because purpose demands expression.